Hi, my name is Dennis Hogan. I'm the electoral coordinator for Reclaim Rhode Island, and I want to talk a little bit about the effort that we made in these past primaries. When we started this group, we knew that progressive policies were overwhelmingly popular among voters, but we also knew that too often voters don't have the time or they don't have the engagement to follow the ways that these progressive policies can be implemented on a statewide level. And that's even more true during this ongoing pandemic and its attendant economic crises. So we sort of began with the proposition that voters need these messages brought directly to their doorsteps. Luckily, we also began with a core of experienced organizers, members, and volunteers who had the skills and the abilities to go out, knock doors, canvass, make phone calls, and bring that message directly to voters in their homes. We set out to find races where those kinds of efforts could make a difference, and we're incredibly lucky to partner with 4 candidates seeking election this cycle who shared our values and who were running to represent the kinds of people that we'd like to see prioritized in state policy making. So we worked with Megan Kalman, with Lionel Felix, with David Morales, and we defended Sam Bell from a leadership-supported challenger that came essentially as a result of his consistent willingness to speak out for progressive policies. Over the course of this campaign, we sent dozens of volunteers to fill well over 110 volunteer shifts, which combined is something like 500 volunteer hours spent supporting these campaigns. We knocked on thousands of doors. We made hundreds of phone calls, more than 4,000 doors. And ultimately, we talked to hundreds of voters in these 4 districts. We succeeded, I think, beyond even our hopes. And to me, that reflects the overwhelming desire of Rhode Island voters for a different kind of state government, a state government that actually puts people first, a state government that's going to invest in making sure that people have affordable housing and making sure that people are able to pay their bills every month and making sure that people have access to health care and that doesn't spend hundreds of millions of dollars every year investing in prisons and policing. I also want to say that we realize here at Reclaim Rhode Island that we're not by any means the only ones in this game, and we're in a moment of incredible opportunity with organizations like the Rhode Island Political Co-op, with organizations like the Sunrise Movement, the Working Families Party, and Providence DSA supporting a huge range of progressive candidates who have been successful across the state. We know that these fights don't begin and end with the election. And we know that these fights don't begin and end with the state budget that's under consideration now. We hope that the lawmakers who have the opportunity to vote on the budget are paying attention to the message that voters sent last week. And we know that next year is going to be another opportunity to continue to reorient our state to support regular folks. We're really looking forward to continuing to partner with the 4 candidates that we supported and the many other progressives elected last week. We're organizing across the state in districts, both House and Senate. So if you haven't heard of us yet, if you haven't met us yet, you soon will. I'm going to turn it over now to our co-chair, Rithika Ramamurthy, to introduce the candidates themselves.